Today, I'll explore the topic trade balances in China and the US are largely driven by domestic micro forces. My name is Shazwana Zaini binti Rozahari and my metric number is 2022697336. The article challenges common belief, such as the idea that China's trade supplies is mainly a result of industrial policies. Instead, it argues that these imbalances are shaped by deeper domestic factors like savings rate, consumption behavior, and fiscal policies. We'll unpack why this perspective matters and what it means for global economic stability. Hello everyone, today I'll be discussing the trade imbalance between China and the United States and why they are primarily driven by domestic economic forces rather than just industrial policies. This topic is critical because this imbalance influences global economic stability and trade relationships. Let's dive in. China's trade surplus. China's trade surplus stems from internal factors, particularly weak domestic demand and high household saving. For example, Chinese families have a significant portion of their income due to limited social safety nets for healthcare, pensions, and education. During the pandemic, China's export sugar as the world demanded goods, like electronics. However, domestic consumption lagged. The result? A large trade surplus. The IMF suggests that for China to reduce the surplus sustainably, reforms are needed to encourage consumer spending, like strengthening healthcare and welfare system. Now, let's look at the US trade deficit. The US consistently imports more than its export due to strong consumer demand. Pandemic-era stimulus package gave households more disposable income, leading to increased purchases of foreign goods. Another factor is the strong US dollar, which makes import cheaper but export less competitive. While the US have policies aimed at reshoring manufacturing, this doesn't address the root cause. High domestic consumption and low national savings. The IMF highlights the needs for fiscal discipline and investment in productive sectors. So now, contrast industrial policies in China and the US with their economic outcomes. A common misconception is that trade imbalances are caused by industrial policies. For example, China's support for tech manufacturing is often blamed for its surplus, and US reshoring efforts are seen as a solution to its deficit. However, the IMF argues that policies are secondary to larger structural issues like savings rates and consumption patterns. Even with aggressive industrial strategies, imbalance persists because of underlying economic behavior. This is the recommendations. So, what can be done? The IMF proposed two main solutions. First, for China, strengthen social safety nets to reduce precautionary saving and stimulate consumption. This could involve expanding healthcare coverage or pension system. The second one, for the US, improve fiscal discipline and increase national savings. Policies could include reducing budget deficit and encouraging investments in productive sector rather than consumer spending. In summary, trade imbalances between China and the US aren't just about policies. They're about domestic economic structures. For China, The challenge is increasing consumption. For the US, it's about balancing consumption with savings. Addressing this will not only help their economies, but also stabilize global trade. Thank you for taking time to watch my presentation. I truly appreciate it. Bye!